My boundaries create space for abundance. Saying no to what drains me means yes to what fulfills me. Welcome to day 17 of Overflow October, where I help you step into overflow and create new ways of thinking so that you can step into overflow and also catch yourself when you are sabotaging overflow. For example, not setting those boundaries. Boundaries is so powerful for abundance. I used to think that setting boundaries meant I was a bad friend or a bad daughter or a bad coworker or a bad employee. But what I realized is when I didn't set those boundaries, I would just feel so drained to the point where I couldn't function as my optimal self, to the point where I was having anxiety, to the point where I became a shell of myself. I was overcompensating for acceptance, for being loved, for being that person who's always there. And while that will always be a part of who I am, it cannot be to the point where I drained myself. And something I learned as I grew in the mindfulness practice, in the abundance practice, in life design, is that when you overextend yourself to the point where you are a shell of a person, when you are not in overflow, it's hard to step into that creation vibration. And that creation vibration is where all your manifestations lie. So if you're asking yourself, like, why are my manifestations not coming in? Maybe it's not about what the rituals that you're doing, but how you're overexerting yourself in life. How often are you putting yourself last? How often are you saying yes to things that you really want to say no to things? How often are you hanging around with people that don't align with you anymore and are not moving you forward? So today, I want you to create a boundaries list. So a list where you will now follow from now on and go into this energy that you setting these boundaries will only bring you more abundance and will also help those that you are setting the boundaries with. All right, sending so much love. Bye.